What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, your main man, your dude, back once again, Will, with something that's a little bit different than you're used to seeing on the channel, or on this particular channel. Basically, I just want to go over my most recent, or one of my most recent purchases, which is another pistol. Everybody's done seen it and all that type of stuff, but the main thing that I want to talk about, I guess you can say it's a little bit of a gripe, is not really about the pistol per se, but it's about other gun tubers and other gun enthusiasts that do comparison videos to certain firearms, including this one. So let's get right into it. This is going to be a unboxing, so to speak, even though this is the second time I've done this video. But this is what comes in the legitimate box, because most people, they already have it literally unboxed or whatever. Anywho, I ordered it from I ordered it from Bud's Gun Shop. No, I'm not sponsored. I paid for everything that you see here out of my own money. I'm gonna do this on a bag, carrying bag. Ooh. Before I drop the other one. The main reason why I use Buzz is because I like layaway, point blank period. Like I said, I'm not sponsored. It takes time to accumulate certain things, and I like more expensive stuff. So layaway, there you go. They just need to be able to put layaway for one of the new spears or anything like that. But anywho, besides the point. What comes in the box? I'll probably do a drop down thing in just a second. But anywho, the gun is clear, even though the flag is out. It's clear. 2 magazines in mine, 120 rounds, 117 rounds. There's the so-called flag. I opted to get the 5-inch model, and I opted to go ahead and get the one with the Hex Dragonfly. Why? Just because a lot of people hate on it and everything. They say it's not very good. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know. The little tool for it, battery, lock, paperwork. The only thing that I would have liked to have seen that even came with some of my more budget-friendly firearms is at least one spent shell. You know, one shot shell from the manufacturer. But I digress. It's not that important. It's just extra little stuff. But let's go ahead and get down to the brass tacks, so to speak, and my so-called gripes, but not really gripes with the firearm. But I would do a little bit of comparison and stuff with other ones that I have. And one thing that I dislike about other, say, gun tubers and stuff. Again, I got 5-inch model because I just like a 5-inch 1911 style pistol. Obviously the grip, best grip, trigger, best trigger. As far as on the market type stuff, we all done seen multiple reviews and overalls about this pistol, but quick oversight. Green fiber optic in the front, serrated rear in the back, no dot. That comes even on all the plates that you can get. Obviously this is a plate for the Dragonfly. I'm probably going to end up getting the plate for an RMR or a Hollow Sun. They was, I guess technically was, quote unquote, supposed to be around like $60 something or whatever last year. However, as of recently, literally a month, not even a month ago, a couple weeks ago, so mid-June 2023, they were $120 a piece. And there's 3 different types, you know, so just, if you got one, go on the website, yada yada yada. But you know, supply and demand, I guess. But steel upper, steel bottom, and then polymer for a grip module, whatever you want to call it. And basically, I have no issues with the gun. Personally, I don't. Because I'm just a big fan of it. Bull barrel. You see how thick that guy is. Bull barrel. But whenever I say gripes, this is my gripes. Everyone compares this pistol to a $3,000 to $5,000 Staccato or Atlas, or I know Bull Armor, it is more in the midline also, but they also going up in prices. And that just always, it kind of, I'd say rubbed me the wrong way, but it was just annoying at times because you're trying to compare, let's just say, a Honda Accord to a Bugatti. Yeah, there's different tier levels, you dig? And people will really say that this is a more entry-level double stack 1911/2011, even though it's not a 2011. STI has copywritten that term. But anyway, you all know what it is. It's a 2011 style pistol. But I've done seen multiple YouTubers or gun tubers, whatever you want to call them, influencers, gun enthusiasts that have done reviews. They will rip this thing apart all day long. And they would also compare it to a $5,000 Staccato that already has the integrated comp and already has the 2.5 pound competition trigger. It has everything flush fit and filed to perfection. Cool beans. We get it. You have extra money. You might have got given that gun. You might have bought it yourself. Why compare that to this? Compare this to say like a Bull Armory, the entry-level Bull Armory, or the Stealth Orange Platypus, or even the upgraded version of a Rock Island like I have right here by Hayes Custom. Compare it to a Hayes Custom 2011 or double stack 1911. I would consider this right here a little bit more comparison than a $3,000, $5,000 to $6,000 gun or more. And this was like $900, $850, $900, you know, after taxes and whatnot. But yeah, I see a lot of people, they have all their gripes and everything about, well, I don't like the safety. I don't like the safety, the way it's shaped. Okay, you can change that out. Well, they should have lengthened or enlarged the trigger guard. Why? Luckily, I live in Georgia. I don't have to wear gloves and everything whenever I go shooting. And so it doesn't really, it gets cold, obviously, during the fall and winter, but I'm not going outdoors to just say go plinking and everything. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that type of weather or adverse conditions like that. But anywho, if that's the case, then change the length of your trigger. You can always do that. We change triggers all day. Everybody has a gripe about how the little slide release dimple is kind of flush and not protruding. Why? Why is people so concerned about that? Then they'll turn on the opposite side. Oh, it's flush, it's smooth, it's difficult for me to grab a hold to. Then get a tool. They make tools. You can use a rifle bullet to push that right there out and then grab a hold to it. I don't know, get a screwdriver, grow out your fingernails. And once you get it out, oh, this is difficult for me to manipulate that, the slide release. Then get an extended one. Point blank period. Well, I don't like the front sight post. Or I don't like the front fiber optic. Change it. If everybody has all these gripes and everything about this pistol and about other pistols out there in the market, why you buy it? Why did you buy it? I don't understand. Why'd you buy it? The magazine release. Oh, it's just a magazine release. Oh, it's a button. It's a simple button, dude. It does its job. Watch. It does its job. Oh, I wish it would have came with a mag well. Put one on it. Or get good. Why you gotta have a mag well to reload? I understand it helps. Boom, yeah, down there has a mag well. Other pistols on my wall have mag wells. My carry. My Glock 19 I carry in my bag every day. Or on my person every day. Has a mag well. Okay, I can take it off, I can still reload it just as quick. I don't know, like I said, it's just gripes about other folks and everything. But anywho, back to the pistol. And as far as the comparison goes, like I said, especially, I know I keep trying to put it down and everything, but it just feels good in the hand. The only thing that I could say that I would have liked to have seen, because it's just aesthetics to me, is just the dust cover right there. I would have just liked it to be all the way. That's all. Other than that, I'm cool with the design. As far as the difference between these and this is obviously the weight. This is all steel. This is all steel frame with basically like 1911 style grip panels. So I don't have a digital, I don't have a scale. So I can't tell you exactly how much the weight. You can probably look it up. If I don't get too lazy, I might look up the weights, loaded and unloaded. But basically, this one's heavier than that one. But on the opposite side of that, if you are going to shoot with it, the extra weight does come in handy. You know, to mitigate recoil, as they say. But again, ambidextrous safeties, and there's one quick little comparison also. You can see that safety is a little bit more straighter and everything. Down there, obviously there's a little curve. Again, I will probably just zoom in and stuff like that right there to show a little bit of the differences. They work good, they work fine. I don't have giant bear paws as hands, so again, I'm manipulating it perfectly fine myself. But let's get to some fun stuff. Let's get to some more comparisons about what these pistols used to be. This is the very second pistol I ever bought. It is a Metro Arms American Classic 2, not to be confused with the American Classic. The American Classic, I guess 1, is it doesn't have the white dovetail sights. It doesn't have the white front sight. It just has the regular GI sights. It doesn't have skeletonized trigger or the skeletonized hammer or the flared beaver tail, dovetail beaver tail, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have the one that goes up. It has just, you know, the regular spur. And it also has extended slide and safety. And speaking of extended slide release, that is way bigger than just say a stock one. Again, if people have that much issues with it, change it. It's simple. And then we got the, I would say my original, which I can make it original real quick. I have the grips at my parents' house. And I have the original mag in my other 1911 box. This is a quote-unquote original Remington Rand 1911 A1 from the U.S. military. This is a 1948, if my memory serves me correct. I looked up serial numbers years ago. Because I also have a Colt Commander that is a 1974. But as far as differences, as you can tell, and I'll do it more zoom in, as you see how short that safety is. And people are complaining about the other ones. And look, manipulate that one just as fine. And and just like I said with the trigger, but then the extended trigger guard. Look how short that trigger is. And this is a military pistol. I can't stress that enough. This is a military pistol. You see the little short hammer with the spur, then the other spur for the beaver tail. One thing that I do like about it, and again, we can all get different mainspring housing and stuff. That little guy right there. That little guy, which I mean, I know it's for a lanyard and stuff like that. We've seen them on a lot for the military pistols, but that right there is just neat to me. It's just little stuff like that right there. But as far as the fit and finish, let's go over the fit and finish of all these pistols. The Prodigy, not too bad. Safety off. Its fitment to its frame and slide, pretty doggone good to me. Let's go with the $800 or $850. You can hear a little bit. Cool, right? This was, oh gosh, trying not to date myself. This was about $750 back in the day. So I bought it from Academy. And it's pretty good. Like I said, this is Metro Arms now. This is from the Philippines. Military. I done forgot how many years old it is. What is that, 60? This is an 80-year-old pistol. 80 years old. Still runs like a top. I trust my life to this pistol any day of the week. Original barrel, original slide, original frame, original trigger, original everything. All of the parts. Except for the grips, and I do have the grips. And I have the original mag that came with it. And no, I do not want to sell it. This is the very first pistol that I bought. But again, so that goes to tell you that, yes, more expensive pistols and stuff like that, they do have a lot more better fit and finish. But if the thing is designed well, put together well, it will run. If it has tight tolerances, that is a lot more, it can be a lot more of an issue with certain conditions, such as if a granule of dirt gets into something. That's why everybody's like, oh, the AK-47, it'll run forever. AR-15, you get a piece of dirt in the bolt carrier, it locks it down. That was true back in the day. That's very true back in the day. But you know, things change. Technology gets better, parts and stuff get better, lubrication gets better, yada yada yada. But anywho, that's besides the point. It just always, again, it always trips me out that, oh, that pistol's junk because it doesn't cost this much. Okay, I'll take your word for it. And until someone say, I mean, I still intend on buying me a Staccato, I do, because that's just a dream gun. But until someone just outright says, here, have this, play with this. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Grain of salt, you know, it is what it is. Most people already have, or only have, a testing size of 1. So it's kind of difficult to say if you have a good item to review or a bad item to review if you only have one of said item, right? Which right here is my only one. I have watched and read a whole lot of different videos and everything about certain issues that have come up with these pistols. One is the Dragonfly optic. They say that it just runs the batteries dead quick. Cut it off. Again, obviously mine's not on. Brand new battery. I might put it on today, I don't know. But again, the sights aren't bad to me. To me, they aren't bad. But again, that's why I'm going to put on a red dot myself. The only thing that I am going to probably do as far as mechanically change it is just the trigger. For one thing, I like gold triggers. You can tell in other things, I like gold triggers. It's aesthetics. And I figured just like my vehicles or whatever, well, if I'm going to change out the camera or whatever, might as well go ahead and change out the other small parts and stuff too. Make it run better while I'm on the inside of it. So basically, whenever I go change the trigger, I'm going to change the whole internal things of the trigger. So, and again, not sponsored, but after everything I read, Atlas is the way to go. As far as those particular needs, they have all that other stuff, whatever, read up on. But basically, I seen that it had a gold trigger, a gold flat trigger at that. And I want a lower trigger pull. This right here currently is 5 pounds on average. I had a 2 that was like 4.5, 4 3/4 pounds, but most of them was all 5 pounds. So basically, just ain't a word for it, 5 pound trigger pull. Which is crazy, because this guy is around 6 pounds. But again, they weren't trying to test and tune a military style pistol, they were just trying to pump them things out. And if you might have an issue with it being a stainless slide or stainless whole pistol and everything, I did not stainless it. It was already stainless whenever I had it. I got still trying to look up more information on it to see if this was an officer's pistol or a, gosh, what was it? What's this? Like a celebratory type pistol? What do you want to call it? Like a parade pistol, that type thing. But it does function in fire, trust me. I've shot this thing a lot. But that's another reason why I like it, because I still don't know the whole entire history of it. And also, speaking about just different little modifications, I like the trigger guard. Again, it fits my hands fine. Boom. Perfect. I know some people do that right there. Well, they got larger hands than I do. And then I already have my X300, which I'm going to get the other one, the A. No, I'm sorry, the B. The A is this one. I'm going to get the B. And it has the little locking screw on the side of it, so it doesn't have that little wiggle or whatever. I don't know, it just bugs me a little bit. But, oh, one other thing. These magazines, they're pretty readily available. Words are difficult. Because I was actually going to try, because this is the 17 round for the Rock Island. These are like unicorn tears. They are super difficult to get a hold of. So what I did is that as soon as the Prodigy was announced, like a week after I bought that one, I seen that they were coming out with 20 and 27 round magazines, so I went ahead and bought one of these to go into that. Have I shot it yet? No, because I've been working all the time. The only thing that I see that is up with this one is that when you depress the magazine release, it's a little bit snug. But I've done sat here at home, I racked all 20 rounds out of it, and they all racked fine, with a last round photo. Now go to the super aftermarket stuff. MBX. These are expensive. Very expensive. This is a 27 round. If you don't have to buy one, don't buy one. Just because of how expensive they are. Do they work? Yes. Could I have gotten one that holds 2 more rounds? Yes. But I did not. I opted to get the other one. Like I said, I think this is a 27 round, just because I like the last round bolt hold open. I'm not going to be shooting competition, at least not in the most near future and stuff like that right there. But I just like to know when my mag is empty. I'm not rolling an MP5. I do have an AK, but again, I like to know whenever I have my last round. Not saying I'm ever been to a gunfight or anything like that, but it's just nice to know it's not gonna go bang again. But I guess as of right now, I can roll in some of that beautiful pew footage, and we'll go from there. So I guess I'll see y'all in a bit. What? Yeah. Kind of forgot to take the gun and shoot it. So no pew footage. Sorry. Well, I guess we won't be rolling in any of the beautiful pew footage, being that the pistol got forgot last time that I went to my parents' house. Good job. Alright, well here's a little bit more of a close-up of the pistol. Yeah, just wrap some rubber bands around it just because, you know, grip safety. But, one thing that I've read and watched a bunch of other, you know, reviews and everything, that people actually like this pistol. Well, for one thing, they said that 5-inch reciprocates a little bit slower. Obviously, it's a lot more mass or whatever, and that's why people usually opt for the 4 1/4 inch, whatever. You know, slide, moves back quicker. You know, quicker shots, yada yada yada. But everybody I've seen, unless Jerry Mitchell can probably do it, or maybe his daughter Leah, I've never seen anybody outrun this trigger, and probably not even the lighter trigger that I'm going to put in it. But anywho, one of the main things that I've always seen is that it has a little bit of a hiccup right there. It's just a little bit of resistance. You can probably hear it. And basically what there is I forget the guy. I'll see if I can remember to credit him and put his video in the description or anything like that, or at least, you know, like credit his name. But he had a 5-inch also, I believe, and what he seemed to notice is that it's the Cerakote on the inside. This right here should just be a little bit of residual gun oil. But he said that every time that he would go to shoot his, it would want to, you know, not go in the battery all the way. You know, stuff like that. It wouldn't want to go in the battery. Cool, right? And what he realized was that it was the Cerakote on the inside of the frame. Well, not really the inside of the frame, but maybe the slide, because it ain't like somebody's going to go in there and put a piece of masking tape to make sure it doesn't get on the rails. So what he did, what his little, you know, at-home fix was he just, you know, lubed the slide, like you know, normally doing any pistol, just lube the slide, yada yada yada. And he would just sit there and just rack it, bam, you know. And after all those racks and everything, he would notice, and see just that little bit right there, it just has that little bit of residual oil coming out. But it would basically end up being like Cerakote or paint that's from the inside and everything. It was finally wearing off. So, does the Prodigies or any, say, manufacturer type pistol that has very tight tolerance, does it need a break-in period? In my eyes, yes. I would say that it does. Because, I mean, I would say after 1,000 rounds, more or less, it all depends on the pistol and everything, or the firearm, it's probably going to run better. It's probably going to cycle better. But that's just another little thing I wanted to go ahead and just throw in the video and stuff real quick, because I just about forgot about it. But yeah, it's just something to look out for if you decide to get any type of pistol like this right here, or any other pistol. I mean, who's to say that even a Glock doesn't have a break-in period? I know, Glock perfection. But anywho, not throwing shade, just, you know, just making jokes. But I just wanted to let that there be known. Don't always just trust what anybody says. I'm not even saying for you to trust me. But do your own homework. Think about what you want to do. It's your money and everything like that. Don't let anybody tell you not to buy something because you want to buy it. I still want a Tommy gun. Just because they're cool. Am I probably going to, like I said, am I going to get another am I going to get a staccato? Probably so. Because again, that's a dream gun. Is it going to serve the same purpose as this right here? Probably so. Because after I get this right here how I want it, yeah, I'm liable to carry it during the winter months or the colder months, whenever I can conceal it better. But anywho, again, y'all take it easy, be safe. About to throw it back up top, so yeah. Kind of weird how it magically got the light on it, ain't it? Anywho, I just remembered it. A lot of people always talk jive about, sorry I keep clicking it, you know, just need a fidget spinner. Is the guide rod that needs a tool to put in it to take it out and everything. Everybody's always like, oh, I want a one-piece guide rod. This right here, you gotta have a tool to put in it to take it out. Well, you know what also has to have a tool to take it out? A staccato. I forget exactly which one, but there is a staccato out there where you have to have a tool to take the guide rod out. So, suck it. Sorry. Just got excited or whatever. But again, last time I checked, I'm not trying to get into a firefight and have to field strip my pistol and everything and be more concerned about trying to dismantle the entire pistol. I get it. It's a lot less, maintenance while doing maintenance to put it together with a one piece and everything, or a toolless guide rod rather. But who cares, dude? If you don't like it, don't buy it. If you want to change it, change it. Anyway, y'all take it easy. Now, back up top. I guess I have went on long enough and everything and talked long enough. So I guess I will leave y'all with some little rolling shots and everything like that. And hopefully on the next one, I will show myself installing said parts. I know it's not going to be monetized anyway, but we all know how YouTube is. But anywho, y'all be safe. Y'all take it easy. Hey man, whenever you get done, come on downstairs. I know we got company coming to right. Just letting you know. Still look good, still fit. Made my butt look big. Anyway, come on downstairs, man. Yes, I know it's my birthday. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I'm about to be done in just a second. Are you still in here? You know it's our birthday, so we need you here. So when you get time, wrap it up, and let's go down and celebrate, man. Come on. Everybody didn't say we got company coming later. Let's go. So, with that being said, I guess I'm going to celebrate my birthday real quick. Y'all take it easy. And this is probably going to come out after Independence Day. So, happy birthday, America. And y'all be safe. Take care of one another. Peace.